it's not like we seen that happen before, where the wife accusing the man of all of those things, right? And he's famous and she not. And oh, what's dude's name? Dwayne Wade. Didn't that? You know what? Never mind. Never mind. Because it's not like, yeah,
No, where
never
you
mind.
going? No. Where you going?
What did Dwayne
She
Wade
she accused them of pushing him towards being a trans and all this other stuff, right?
The
But
Doing all
mom.
this.
that's after the fact. That wasn't
Yeah, that's
before
he had been
Gabby.
had the
That was
kid.
after they had divorced and he was with Gabby and she was going through the.
And we was, and the judge then was like, no, none of that. Then next thing you know, that man got a daughter. Like I'm saying, I don't know.
All I'm gonna say is today I watched a podcast, somebody that's in the space, and after watching Gary's interview and then watching this interview, there is a spotlight being put on reality that men are having a tumultuous time when it comes to having relationship with their children. And in 2024, I asked that, I hope that it keeps getting revealed and it keeps getting spotlighted, because it is true that women are demonizing men in these situations, and there's always another side to the story. And so to have all of this stuff happen within like the last week and a half with celebrities and this trend of men fighting for their children and being denied access to their children and their children being demonized against them, that's a problem that the regular everyday man has been talking about, but now celebrities are getting a platform and a stage to talk about it. So
Who the
I
hell
hope
is
that
that?
it keeps happening. What
Is
that?
this him right here?
Is
Yeah.
that Kel?
Is that? I mean, we've
Oh,
seen
that
a
is
lot.
He's a
Kel.
comedian, like a little comedian, right?
I don't
Right,
find that shit funny at all.
but you
You,
said it
you,
like
you,
it's not normal in
Just say
Hollywood.
he in.
Kel does
He
sketch
trying to
comedy,
say
so they do all of that on In Living Color, Mad TV, SNL. They all play men and women, like all the
I
Wayans
guess
brothers
Jamie
have done
Foxx
that.
is. I mean, think about all
And
the
all
people
of them,
who've done
Martin
that.
Lawrence, they all do that in sketch
you know
comedy.
what else they do in Hollywood?
Illuminati. That's what you gonna say?
No, I'm just saying. Like,
What else
if
do
you
they do in Hollywood?
if you
How
dressed
about
up in
this?
a dress,
How about this, Marcus? I grant your argument. She walked into that relationship knowing that's what they do in Hollywood.
I'm
She
not
dealt with
saying
that,
he
she
lying on
dealt with
her.
that nigga knowing it.
I think everything he said about her
Ain't
is
nothing
true.
after.
Hold on, let me start with that, Sweeney. I think everything he said about her is true. And I think 89 and 90% of the stuff she said about him is true, including the stuff about him sleeping with a man. I don't know if it was Nick Cannon, but I'm pretty sure he's
So you think
Sweeney.
that he beat on, gave a sickle
You gonna
spell,
let them put a wig on you,
stole
a
some
dress
money
and
from
lipstick?
her,
You
slapped
said
her
what?
mama? You think all that shit is true? 90% of the shit she said was true.
Look, when people be having spiraling out of control, I can see them reacting in all type of ways. What if she got mad and was like, "That's why you sucked a dick, weak ass nigga," and he was like, hit her in the eye. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could see those scenarios playing out.
Man, look, I
I'm
need to
just
skip
saying.
this report. All we know is her kids got taken from her and she lied about a lot of different shit. If that, like, come on, man.
And she went to jail.
And
for
she
fraud.
went to jail. All this
She
point.
actually went to jail.
What she go to jail for? What she go to jail for?
He was talking about IRS fraud, bank fraud.
Lying. That's what she
whole
went
bunch
to
of
jail
stuff.
for. Lying.
Yeah, a lot of people go to jail
Being
for
at
that.
a dinner party.
It's not like she a criminal. I don't think she's a
Marcus,
crime.
why
Jail
would
for
we go to
lying.
jail for
Look,
IRS and bank fraud?
y'all ain't never
I
claimed a
don't know
child that wasn't yours on
anybody
your
that's been
tax
to
return.
jail.
Knock it off. Like, come on now. Like, y'all, come on.
Is it? I'm making an observation. Is it just me? But when people crazy, don't they just talk like this all the time? Is it just me? Like she was the whole time.
She batshit crazy, man. I you know what? I agree with y'all. He dealt with a crazy ass chick. And I can agree with you, Marcus, that he might have slapped her ass a couple times.
Yeah, like that. Well, now she probably hit him. And Sweeney, I'll say she probably hit him first. She probably hit him first. I'll even give you that.
But you like again, you can't start some shit off with a lie and then try to run down the believe all women playbook. Like she tried to throw everything in the kitchen sink at this man. Like, when if this never been done? Like it did. She did this at the time to take his kids away. So I could believe that she probably lied about a lot of shit. She probably got caught doing some dirty shit. And she didn't want to look like the bad person. So she said, oh, you slept with a man, you beat on me, you cheated on me, you lied on my credit report, you stole my dog, you buried him in the backyard.
This person would never sleep with the man.
Look, man, you keep pulling up like they don't happen in Hollywood, man.
But I would say
But he
so.
was-
Even with
He
how
was a
she's
good
speaking,
dude before and after.
Would a good dude wear this?
Hold on, y'all. I think D was trying to say something too. Go ahead, D.
Hollywood, yeah.
So no, I was just gonna say because of how she's speaking and just rambling of everything that he does, people can do fabrication. So if you're in an argument, even if somebody tap you, then they're like, "Oh, he hit me." So I think a lot of it might have just transpired. She's just reflecting on her words differently. It might be some truth, but I think it's just that elevated of those white lies that people think that's so something that could be something small. But it's definitely given that she's bothered because I don't know, when you just know like everything is false, your narrative is going to be a little bit different. And then her body language is definitely speaking like, let me throw whatever I can whatever I can out, and then people can believe what they want to believe.
Yeah, she said that he slept with Nick Cannon. Come on, man. Oddly specific. It's almost, you might as well say that she fucking what's that dude? Orlando Brown out here. Like, come on, man. Like,
You think he lying about all of that? You think
I
he lying
think-
about all of that?
I think she's lying considering the fact that she tried to be oddly specific with some wild shit.
No, I'm saying Orlando Brown.
I
Do you
saw
think
him. I think Orlando Brown is on crack and he probably lying about a lot of shit.
No, Orlando
So what do
is
y'all
on
think
meth,
about
and
him
I watched
saying-
part of his new interview. His brain is gone. Like
That
it's
nigga is
it's
crazy.
it's pieces of truth. It's pieces of truth in there. Like you can see where it's like he comes into reality, and then he quickly like veers out of reality into like some other world mentally. I had to turn it off. I was just like, it's crazy.
You know what I think of Orlando Brown and her too is that they know what goes on in Hollywood. So that's the piece of truth that they know. They know it's some wild shit that goes on in Hollywood, but the stories that they tell are untrue. So when they say, "Oh, I know there's some freaky deaky shit going on in Hollywood," all right, well, let me tell you how Nick Cannon gave me head in the back. Pause. Pause.
That new interview
he put Nick Cannon in that.
His mind is gone. Like it's like
Got
it's like
14
mental
families to take care
gone.
of. He was not doing that.
Like that's what they do. Like they know some, but then like that's of course she would do that. She knows that there's probably some weird shit that go on in Hollywood, but then was like, well, okay, well, let me go ahead and tell y'all about his secret things behind in Hollywood. It's like, nah, this shit ain't true. And
it's the person standing on the corner, like dancing, staring at the sun. Like it's a different level of like their mind is not there. It's not there anymore.